Hi, and welcome to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today I have another comic review for you guys. So this is Suicide Squad issue 1, and this is the brand new run of the squad. So, a lot of things happen in this book, a lot of things I'm kind of like about, but we shall dive on into it and see for ourselves, shall we? So, as we open on into the comic, we see that there is a press conference being led by a foreign general. So this is in Western Australia. Now, they're talking about a new nuclear fleet and everything that is going to be a part of it. But that's when a brand new character known as Wink shows up, and she's telling everyone that nuclear warheads are not crown jewels of the nation and that their priorities are seriously screwed. Then she kidnaps the general. And we soon meet the rest of her team, including a flyer with some of the prettiest wings I've seen. I mean, definitely not like Hawk Girl type wings or like Hawkman, you know, definitely not that cool, but still pretty ferocious in his own right. So this is the Airy. He is able to flight and able to talk to birds, but that's not in any way useful. That's literally what the comic says. Dude, he could like have an entire murder of crows come after someone. That's very useful. Whoever writes this book, like, Taylor, get your nonsense together. This is seriously, you gotta get your nonsense together. I know who writes this book, I'm kidding, but seriously. Get your nonsense together. That could be amazing power. Anywho, so they end up actually dropping the general into the water, and yeah, he did. Anywho, we get to meet the rest of the team. Majority of them actually don't matter, because this is a Suicide Squad book. So if you think getting attached to any of these characters is really that important, good luck, because it's a squad book. You've never read a Suicide Squad book before, have you? Alright, so the team does go on to the Destroyer and attack a number of the military forces throughout here. I got super excited when I saw these two, because I mistook them for being Lagoon, aka Lagoon Boy. No, they are not. They are just Atlanteans who happen to look quite a bit like him. So, Scale and Finn. Yeah, they're brothers, and they want you to know all about it. So, continuing on, it doesn't go well for the military here. As you can see, it doesn't go well. Anywho, that's when the actual Suicide Squad gets called in, because these terrorists are really screwing stuff up. So this team is this new incarnation of Task Force X is the Shark, which it's King Shark. Why did they say the Shark? Why couldn't it just be King Shark? It's weird, but okay. The Shark, Zebra Man, Deadshot, Magpie, Harley Quinn, and Commander. So, of course, they do get led in to attack the revolutionaries that have been attacking all across the planet, you know, hitting armies, oil fields, energy operations, freeing illegals from detention centers. Sorry, you're attacking most of the world's governments. You're gonna be called a terrorist. It's gonna happen. And you know, I'm not monetized, so I'm allowed to say that word if I want to. Anywho, they get called in, and the team, as per usual, they're fighting, because what would a squad book be without them fighting? So, moving on in, we do get to see as this new team are working together, and as they're fighting, Floyd gets he gets cattle prodded, which doesn't sit right with Harley, because Harley Quinn and Deadshot have been on the Suicide Squad together for a number of years now, a number of different incarnations of this team. They know each other. They, for the most part, trust each other, and it doesn't sit right when the other is just blatantly attacked. And it certainly doesn't sit right with Harley. So anyway, calling someone a well-manicured monster. Moving on in, of course, Amanda Waller's just kind of over it as this starts out. Continuing on with the characters of the Revolutionaries, which, I'm sorry, doesn't matter. I don't care. I read through this entire book, and it doesn't read that much like a Suicide Squad book to me. It just reads kind of forced, like they had certain things that they had to check off. And I was really disappointed, to be completely honest. So, moving on, of course, the Revolutionaries, they're having fun, they're fooling around, what have you. And that's when Scale goes into the water with Fenn, and Scale doesn't come back up. And, of course, he's saying, why can't I hear you in my head? Okay. And that's when we find out he's getting eaten by the shark. And Fenn begs him, please don't hurt him. He's half of me. Yeah, dude, pleading with the shark, which this is basically just King Shark. I'm sorry, it's King Shark. Pleading with him is not going to work. Let's be honest. It's just not going to work. There's no point in trying to plead with him. But the few members that do get called in to face off first, Magpie, the Shark, Gallivander, doesn't quite go well for all of them. So Magpie is dead like that. That character completely wasted in this issue. It even pisses off the rest of Task Force X that's still up in the helicopter, because it's like, oh, and we lost Magpie. How are they saying lost? She's dead. This, of course, doesn't sit right with everyone that's still a part of the team that's still up there. And next thing you know, it's basically an all-out fight when various members do jump down to involve themselves, or at least to attempt to help the rest of their team. But as the fight goes on, the two teams are basically just wiping each other out. So half the new team is killing half the old team, half the old team is killing half the new team. But when we come down to it, let's be honest, how many of Task Force X really matter other than just Deadshot and Harley? We knew that it was primarily going to be them that survived anyway. And the big shocker is that Waller quit. This is the big shocker that comes out of this book. Waller quit. There's a new person in charge, calling the shots, and his name is Loke. Really, Loke. That's the best thing you can come up with. Loke. But, yeah. Anywho, he basically lets everyone know that you are officially now Task Force X, whether you thought you were going to be or not. Congratulations, you can all work together. So, you know this next issue is going to be pretty interesting now that everyone hates everyone. Basically, half of the revolutionaries have just been eviscerated by Task Force X, and half of Task Force X is now gone. So, it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm calling it right now. Harley Quinn and Wink are gonna go toe-to-toe. Harley's gonna wipe the floor with her. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. But, yeah. kind of a letdown for a Suicide Squad book. I mean, out of a Squad book you expect boom boom explosion, but clearly they were trying to introduce as many new characters as possible in this one issue, and nah, I didn't like it. I did not like it. There were beats that were okay in it, but this was a huge letdown for me for a brand new Squad relaunch, because it's the relaunch of the title. I don't know why they had to relaunch it at this point, but you know, we're apparently going to get that sequel at some point, so we need a new #1. Anywho, please do give me a like if you like this video, comment below, and tell me whether or not you think I'm wrong. Did you like Suicide Squad issue 1? Tell me why. Personally, I feel like a lot of this issue was forced, and it really annoyed me how forced it felt. And it didn't work for a Squad book. It wasn't what I was expecting from a Squad book, and I'm kind of over it as far as it goes. I'm on the fence if I'm going to pick up issue 2. I've been reading Suicide Squad since the New 52 started. I have read several of the runs previous to the New 52, so don't come at me in the comment section below about that. The New 52 was more of a hard set relaunch, where this, very soft set relaunch, but it was just kind of like, yeah, that's right. It only matters if we have Harley and Deadshot, and they made it very clear in this issue. But, yeah. Sorry about the long-winded kind of, fest there, but I'm your host, Caitlin, and yeah, until next time, bye.